Hello, happy Tuesday. I thought I'd do something a little different today. It's a really beautiful morning, and I thought I'd come out and do another more physical based theater exercise, a relaxation exercise for you this week. If you don't know me, I'm Dr. Lisa Neer. I'm a mezzo-soprano, composer, acting coach for classical singers, and I have a theater background, and that's where I draw these exercises from every Tuesday that I share. So, we're trying this thing outdoors. There's going to be a little more sound, but we'll just go with it. So, I'm going to invite you to lie down, and we're going to do progressive relaxation of the body, which builds body awareness and builds an awareness of how to use and also how to relax different parts of our body. And as musicians, this is really important to us as singers, that we can have muscle activity, but also that we can have muscle release. And it's also the beginning of having options on stage. The beginning of having options on stage is awareness of all of our options, awareness of each part of the body. And it's also a really wonderful way to let go of any of the built up tension or stress in the body that's maybe come in throughout your other activities before you have your time to practice or your time to perform. So I'm going to invite you to lie down. And the basic process for this exercise is that we're going to gently wiggle each part of the body and then let it go. So the wiggling invites motion, and the motion helps us to become aware of that part of the body. Also, it helps to give the body something to do, some activity, so that we can contrast that with letting go. So we're going to start with the feet and the toes. You're just going to wiggle your toes. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And then just let them go. And let the whole leg relax. And then you can wiggle the feet. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And then let them relax. And you can kind of wiggle your legs. The whole leg is good for this exercise. The thighs, the knees. You can even wiggle the feet some more if you want. The calves. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And then it helps to do this with an exhale, relax. And we're going to kind of wiggle our torso. Kind of from the shoulders to the hips, just wiggle. Whatever's comfortable for you. Keep breathing. And then on an exhale, we're going to relax. You can have your head pointing up. I'm not sure if my mic's going to pick me up if I point my head up, so I'm going to point towards you while I do this as the teacher. Okay, let's draw our attention to our fingers. We're going to wiggle the fingers. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Keep breathing. And relax on an exhale. And we're going to wiggle the hands and the fingers kind of from the wrists. You can roll the wrists. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And then relax. You can wiggle the forearms and the hands, kind of the whole lower part of the arm. Rotate different ways. Don't forget to breathe. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And relax. And exhale. And then from the shoulders all the way down to the fingers. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Roll those shoulders around. Don't forget to breathe. And on an exhale, relax. And then go ahead and roll your head around just gently, whatever's comfortable. You can wiggle your jaw, wiggle your tongue. Just whatever's comfortable, nothing too crazy. We gotta keep our neck from getting too tight, right? And scrunch up your face. Don't forget to breathe. And then on an exhale, just relax and let it all go. So the last part is we're going to wiggle the whole body, just kind of be a nice, goofy, wiggly, jelly, kind of jiggly, like almost one of those rubber creatures, the toys that you get like at the dollar store. You're going to be kind of like one of those rubber kids toys. You just wiggle the whole body, kind of loose, whatever's comfortable, nothing too crazy. Don't forget to breathe. And on an exhale, relax. And then when you're ready, I like to use my hands to help me get up. I like to turn to the side and press myself up when doing this kind of floor work, especially as a singer, so that I don't sit up from my abs and my neck and torque it. Sometimes that can put a little strain on the neck. And as a singer, I'm always thinking about that when I do floor work, getting up and down. So this is a really great exercise to do to sort of reset if you're coming to practice and you want to check in with your body. It's a great exercise to get a little nervous energy out because we move and we release and we breathe. It's a wonderful exercise to do with groups as well if you're teaching a class voice or you're working on a production, scene work. And just noticing, having kind of gone through and isolated different parts of the body, moved them, released them, become aware of them, how can this build over the course of days and weeks as you do this different work? Build your sense of options for your physicality in singing and the options to move, but also the options to be comfortable staying grounded. Because I think a lot of the time we can end up sort of feeling stuck in like that dreaded singer's neutral. And there's a difference between feeling comfortable in one's body, aware, being able to scan down through the body and really feel your feet on the ground, feel your hands at your sides and be relaxed and at ease standing, versus feeling stuck and stiff standing. And there's a really big difference in the relationship that you have. It's almost like the difference between your body being your friend and helper and your body being kind of your enemy, that of all the things you are thinking you don't want it to do. So these kind of exercises that seem a little bit more removed from the character work or from the text analysis that I have done on some weeks, they really do build this groundwork of being aware of your instrument, being aware of your whole body, of having options to bring into your performance, the option to move or the option to be really comfortable in place, grounded, with enough looseness and ease in the body that you feel really comfortable and confident. So that is my warm-up for you today. I'll be back next Tuesday with another theater warm-up. And if you have any questions about this, or if you try it out and you want to tell me how it goes, send me a message or hit me up in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. All right, have a good day.